Okay, here we are in our IPA challenge in November. We're on video number 2, and we're going to talk about reaching out. In our first video, we talked about tips on posting. And so this video, we're going to talk about reaching out to offer the gift that we have been given with Plexus. And so a lot of individuals think reaching out can be intimidating or fearful and might be scary. And if you're feeling that, then likely what has happened is that you have had an experience where somebody reached out to you and you felt that it was really salesy or spammy and really kind of slimy, and you just don't want to be that person to your friends and family or to your sphere of influence. And I get it. We don't want that either. And so we don't want to be that person to our friends, and we don't want to be that girl or that guy that reaches out with a super salesy, spammy approach. We want to reach out, and it can really be the key and the difference in your business, because what we talked about yesterday was Facebook algorithms. If you leave your posting to be attraction marketing and have people contact you solely based on your posts, what did we say? That right off the get-go, only about 2% of your friends are seeing your post. So reaching out can be the key. So how do we do it effectively, and how do we do it with a purpose? So there's 3 things I want you to keep in mind. I want you to think of 3 P's, really: purpose, plan, and posture. So let's talk about these. You want to have a purpose when you're reaching out to somebody. And what is that purpose? The purpose is solely to start a conversation. This should take a lot of pressure off. It is to start a conversation. It is not to have them buy products. It is not to have them join you. It is not so you can tell them all about what Plexus has done for you or what it has done for your family. It is solely just to start a conversation. It is like knocking on the door and seeing if somebody's home. It's dialing that number on your phone and picking up the phone and seeing if somebody answers. That's all it is. Your purpose in reaching out is just to open the door to conversation. What's your plan? Let's talk about the second P, your plan. You want to keep it short, sweet, and to the point, okay? And you always want to end with a question. So I do voice messages like 99% of the time. But if I'm to send a message, I want to make sure that they don't have to scroll to read that whole message. If they have to scroll to read your initial message, chances are people are not going to read it unless they're super close to you to begin with. So if you're sending a voice message, a lot of individuals like a voice message. And you try to keep it in that 60-second time slot. It's golden. Most people are going to open that because they're going to hear your voice. They're going to hear your sincerity. They're going to hear that you're genuine. They're going to hear your tone. So I highly recommend getting good at sending voice messages. And if you've never done it or you don't do it, then you need to start. And practicing always makes perfect. So you have a purpose. It's just to start a conversation. You have a plan. You want to keep your first initial opening remarks short, sweet, to the point, and you want to end with a question. Check your posture. The third P is posture. Always check your posture before you hit the send button. Is this genuine? Is this me? Is this, we have a script book, which is fantastic. You have scripts in your back office that give you great ideas, but they're solely that. They're just ideas. They're ideas to get the conversation started. They're ideas to look at how to answer, how to look at some objectives or different things like that come up. So it's solely just an idea to get you started. You want to put your own twist on it. You want to put your own personality on it. So make sure that it's genuine, it's sincere, and it sounds like you. So with a voice message, it's very hard not to sound like you. So you've got your 3 Ps when you're reaching out: purpose, plan, and posture.